Hi, it's Kathy from Fieldwork Connections. I'm in Dark Corner, New South Wales, out past Lithgow, and we are on our way to a quarry to find some fossils. Alright, we're just on our way into the quarry, and we might have to get out and move these. Do you think we can get over it? Are you going to try and...
We could drive over that. I don't think we're moving this.
Oh, I've got a little saw. Just through this bed.
Here's the quarry.
A little bit underwhelming. So what we're hoping to find are graptolites and trilobites. So we made it into the quarry, and I'm here with my son and my dad, and I'm glad that I brought Dad. He was the collection manager of fossils at the Australian Museum for his whole working career, so many years experience as a paleontologist. I think he's found something straight away as soon as we got here, so let's go and find out what he's got. So what are we looking at here?
The graptolite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the graptolite is a colonial animal with all the little animals that are a bit like polyps along down one side. It's called Monograptus.
And how old are you estimating this to be?
These are Silurian, apparently, which makes it 400 million years old.
All right. Some nice bedding in this.
Mm-hmm.
Is it mudstone or shale?
I call it a shale, I suppose. There's a child.
You got something?
Graptolite. Find one. There.
Can you hold it still for me? Beautiful. What makes you say that it's definitely one?
Because I can see the little thicky on the side.
Okay. What have you found?
I think it's a tentaculitid.
Was that also an animal?
Yeah, it's a conical shell-like thing that have an animal living in.
Oh. Okay, well now we want to find a trilobite.
Yes, I'd just like to find a few more graptolites too.
Well, we'll go back to the first spot.
Yeah, over there.
Over there. So 400 million years ago, this area was covered in water. So what we're expecting to find here are aquatic organisms. Trilobites and these graptolites are animals that used to live under the sea. And it was also a very still environment, and we can tell that because of the grain size in the shale that we're finding here. It's also interesting to see, so if you have a look at this piece here, you can see the bedding. You can see that there's layers of iron amongst the, that's the red, and orange is the iron. It's quite bright in the sun. And then you've got the lighter areas of sediment, and over time, layer upon layer, those sediments have built up, and that has allowed fossils to form, because if an organism died and fell to the bottom and then another layer of mud ended up on top of it, and it's then lithified and preserved that way. So forestry would have created this quarry so that they had road base for their roads around the forest, and we've just been lucky enough to find this fine-grained shale weathering out of one side, so you don't really have to do too much hard work. You just need to sift through all the pieces that have been broken up and then use a geopick to maybe break it apart a little bit further to see what you can find. We haven't found much so far, but I thought maybe we could do a pH test of the rock, just for interest's sake. There's a lot of red iron banding through this rock, but I found a nice greyish blue piece here. So let's just put a little bit of universal indicator on it, just a drop, and let it soak in. And here's the colour change chart. Oh, it's quite light. Could be 4.5. Yeah, I'd say it's slightly acidic. Quite yellow, 4.5. So when I did that first pH test on that rock sample, the colour was quite yellow, and it's just sat there now for about half an hour, and it's probably about pH 3. It's the most acidic I've seen rocks. Thinking about a reason why that might be, well, we are in a pine forest, and I believe that pine needles can cause acidity, so maybe that's a reason. Otherwise, maybe it's linked to the chemistry of the rock. Found a few small bits and pieces. That one's a good one. Graptolite. Oh, something here. Well, we didn't find much, but it was still worthwhile. You never know what you're going to find.